But are you beginning to feel that with this team, that you guys are, whatever you're facing, you're going to hit it head on?
Yeah, I think we got a lot of tough guys, a lot of mature men that are okay with challenge, and that's hard to find, and there's a lot of people who just shy away from it, and we all embrace it, and it's a lot of fun when we do it together.
John, how much better can this offense get in these last 2 games?
We can get a lot better. I mean, you can say that every week, and we obviously left a lot of meat on the bone, and but I mean, there's a lot of room for improvement. I mean, we didn't run a whole lot of plays, and that's partly our fault. But then you get a pick six, and then special teams plays so well. Like some plays just get cut off. But we got to do better extending drives, and you watch the tape and you can see that. But we got to do better, and we will.
John, what were some of the things that you saw watching back the tape from this last game that maybe you could have been better at?
Yeah, I mean, just missing reads, just like any game. I mean, I'm not expected to play perfect, but I expect myself to play better. You know, we did enough to win, but there's always more, and there's 2 touchdowns on the board that on film it's planted in my head. Like, I got to go score them, you know, and I got to make the right read to do it.
John, you talked about extended drives. I felt like you guys were having some success driving the field. What do you think is maybe halting those or stopping those drives?
Yeah, I just say discipline and detail. I mean, there's things that if we just take care of ourselves, then we get the first down or we get more yards to put us in a better position. And that's on me and all of us. And we're all taking accountability. Nobody's shying away from it. But we just got to get better.
Do you think your eyes were better after watching the tape and your footwork like you've talked about
Yeah.
the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, they were good. I mean, there's always room for improvement. But, yeah.
What has Jermichael Carter meant during this last month?
He's been great. I mean, he's a great human, and him coming and pushing everybody, and he's always ready. That's how it's been since he got here. And but I'm really proud of him, and I told him that, and he's going to keep doing it.
How big of a game was that for Giovanni's confidence, you think?
I think it was big. I think he loved the moment. When you talk about somebody that's screaming in the locker room after he won, it's him and his high-pitched voice. You can't miss it. So, but he loves playing here, and I'm excited for him.
John, what's it been like seeing your offensive line progress over the last couple games and just continue to be really physical?
Yeah, it's really exciting. I mean, they're so young, and that's what everybody talks about. But those are some men that are not afraid of anything, and they get after it. And standing behind them, I know sometimes it doesn't seem like it, but I trust them, and I trust them. And I just say I just move around too much. That has nothing to do with them. It's just a flaw that I have in my quarterback play, and I'm going to fix it. But I trust them. I love them to death, and I really mean that.
John, how does it feel to have some guys that you've had alongside you for a while, like Coach Coos, Coach Arbuckle, as you're now fighting for the playoffs at Oklahoma? How does that feel to have them around?
Yeah, I mean, it feels great. And then just I know that they'll have my back, and if I make a mistake, they're going to trust me to do it the next time and make the right play, and so it feels good.
John, you had a great run in this game, and, you know, you had a lot at Washington State. It looks like that's becoming more of a focal point for you here in the final 2 or 3 games. Talk about that aspect of the offense that you can provide.
Yeah, I think I just being a little more aggressive in the way I run, and it's a conference I can't afford to take a whole lot of hits, but picking my spots and being more aggressive and getting extra yards is something I've kind of thought to myself to do a little more, but you know I still got to be really smart. I can't be taking shots.
John, along those lines, you mentioned you guys were efficient, didn't have any turnovers that last game, but you mentioned maybe there's times where you guys can be more aggressive. How do you balance that between maybe still having that aggressiveness while still taking care of the ball?
Yeah, I mean I'm not a coach, and I don't know, and I think like you have such a good defense, such good special teams. You play to win, but there's some people say you play not to lose, and I don't think we did that, but I think there's spots that I can be more aggressive in the way I make my decisions, and I will, and we'll learn from it.
John, I don't think you've tried to slide this year at all, have you?
So last year against Oregon State, so before Oregon State last year, I never slid at all, and then I slid like 2 plays in a row. And I get to the sideline, and Buck and Coos are like, "All right, we need you to start diving, because you lose the yards." So it's a lot of like leaning forward and diving, but yeah.
Back to baseball, right?
Yeah.
John, you mentioned the aggressiveness. It feels like you guys haven't taken a ton of shots downfield. Is that, at least in the last couple games, is that just something defenses are throwing at you guys, or is it just kind of taking what's given to you?
Yeah, I mean they're playing a lot of coverage, but I mean we still need to do it. And I need to be more aggressive and do it, but yeah.
John, the spread in total offense yards against Alabama, they had almost 200 more yards than you guys did. Is that going to work against Missouri and LSU and maybe even like a college football playoff team?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, every game is different. You play to win the game, you know. And like I said earlier, like the pick six, that's a whole drive where they just get the ball back and they run more plays, and then we had the punt return. So there's a lot of yards that our special teams and our defense got, and so they just had, you know, I mean, they did a good job. Like they moved it. They obviously had the turnovers, but so it's every game is different, and we'll play each game.
Johnny, obviously a dumb question. Last week, Eli was talking about how you guys embrace kind of being a villain in some of those road games. Do you have a favorite fictional villain?
Yeah, Sammy said the Joker. I love that movie. It's The Dark Knight, right? Oh, I love that movie. So yeah.
Johnny, go on the road, beat Tennessee, go on the road and beat Alabama. Externally, people are starting to have the playoff conversation about this team. How much of a challenge is it to block out that big picture noise and just focus on going 1-0 this week?
Yeah, I think it's hard, but it's not the hardest thing ever. It's just discipline. I believe you can have discipline in what you think, and you can stop yourself from thinking certain things, and just don't get carried away. You know, don't look at social media, just like always. And you know, it was bad at some point. Everybody hated me, you know, and now everybody wants us in playoffs. You know, it's just I gotta keep it even keel and go play ball.
What's your thoughts on Missouri?
It's a good team. It's a really good defense, and their running back is real. And I mean, it's a good team and well coached, and they're going to try to get after us.
John, what was your conversation with Coach Venables like after the Alabama win?
Just embracing each other and how much work we put in, and I thanked him for trusting us, and he thanked me for playing quarterback for him, I guess. So, but it was awesome. I mean, that's a moment that we'll remember for a long time.
Does this game carry any additional significance for you, given the family connections to Mizzou?
Yeah, I asked my dad if it meant anything. He was like, "Nah, you're good." So, no offense, but like, it's just another game, and if it did, then by the time we kick off, it would, you know.
So he's rooting for OU.
Yeah.
John, he obviously didn't play a lot, but what's it been like to see Keontae start to work back on the field and see him out there?
Yeah, seeing him out there, it brings me a lot of belief and a lot of confidence. I love that dude, and I'm excited for him to get back. It's been a long journey for him, and he's been doing a good job. He's been doing everything he needs to do, so he's going to get his confidence back. Not that he doesn't, but playing and getting back into it I'm excited for him.
John, how has this journey at Oklahoma been? You know, it's been kind of crazy season with the thumb, and you guys go to Tennessee and Alabama and pull off 2 major wins, and you're playing in the SEC.
Right.
How does it feel?
Yeah, it's awesome. One of my old strength coaches texted me today and was like, if 5-year-old John Mateer would have told you that you've done all this in a year, what would he say? And I think about that sometimes. Like, I'm very grateful for where I am and what I get to do. But then you can't get wrapped up in having too much, like, perspective, because I'm still in it. You know, I still got to go do it. And I have perspective, but it's not like I'm sitting looking back. We still got stuff to do in the future. So.